Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilitanyeന Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Shri Rupa Sagrajata Sagana Raghunatha Vitam Tam Sahitam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Mostute Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshware Ishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Vanchakapatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Dhyaye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, you are welcome to today's section. And before we start, I want to ask a question. Can you all understand my English, or it's very difficult for you to understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Prabhuji. We understand you very clearly.
Are you sure? Yes. Am I speaking too fast?
Yes. Sometimes.
So whenever I'm speaking too fast and you don't understand what I'm saying, I always draw my attention. You draw my attention to it, please.
Okay? We'll just raise hands on the reaction button.
Yeah, just raise hand in the reaction button and say, Prabhuji, what did you say? Please, can you repeat? Like that. Because there's no need if I just speaking. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then no, all the energy is wasted. Oh, okay.
All right, thank you, Prabhuji.
So let me know if you don't understand what I'm saying, or I spoke so fast, or or you don't understand the topic. Just draw my attention. I will repeat it again. It's better I repeat it again. You get it than just speaking and you don't say anything. And I thought that you have already understood something and nothing is understood. Then it's more painful. Okay. Singapore. Okay. Let's continue. So we're going to continue from lesson 4 today. We have done lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. Talk about the Guru Tattva and Parampara. We'll talk about ISKCON Founder Acharya. Today we're going to talk about ISKCON Gurus. And any question regarding what we discussed yesterday about ISKCON Founder Acharya?
None, Prabhuji.
Huh? No question? Okay. Please ask question, because when I'm going to ask my own question, I will not pity you. I will ask my question, and you have to answer my question. Okay? So we're going to talk about the ISKCON Gurus. I want somebody to read this for us. Unmute yourself and read. Who can read?
I'd like to find Prabhu.
Yes, please read, Mata. Is it Marge or Margie?
It's Marge.
Marge, okay. Marge, please.
We should therefore live in such a way that we keep ourselves always healthy and strong in mind and intelligence, so that we can distinguish the goal of life from a life full of problems. A thoughtful man must act in this way, learning to distinguish right from wrong and thus attain the goal of life.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for reading. So in ISKCON, we have organogram, the structure of the management in ISKCON. This is what we have. Please take notes. And we're going to discuss, because ISKCON is a multi-guru system, and sometimes multi-authorities. You are saying in a particular temple, your guru give you particular instruction, your temple president give you another instruction, or your Lama Atta leader give you another particular instruction. Sometimes instruction conflicting, you don't know which one to follow. Okay, so it's very important to understand this line of authority, okay? So we have Srila Prabhupada as the founder, Acharya, and preeminent Shiksha Guru of ISKCON. So under Srila Prabhupada, we have the GBC, and then we have the Science Ministry, and we have the Guru Service Committee. They are the one who have created this course we are doing today. They are the one who came together and say, okay, the guru, in the past, we had so many problems with gurus. So let us have a committee who checkmate the guru also, and create the standard on how gurus should operate and how this disciple also should operate. The qualification for disciple, what they should learn, and all the rest. Then you have under Science Ministry, the Science Ministry, they are the one who are in charge of the science. They are the one who decide who becomes science, who does not become science. Today now, if you say you want to become a science, you have the Science Ministry will have to be monitoring you and see and ask questions in your locality. Is this Babuji, is he a very good brahmachari? Or he has some problem with some matajis in the past? Okay, so if they find out that the Babuji is the brahmachari is in good standing, they send him to another country. Okay, go to this country and stay there for 3 months or 2 months or 1 month, whatever, how long they wish. Let other people study you. And then the Science Ministry will write letter to that temple. What is the behavior of this devotee during your stay there? So they monitor the science like that. Then we have the GBC, who is the one directly in charge of this, both the Guru Committee and the Science Ministry. And also the GBC are the one under the working, the regional body is working under the GBC. Under the regional body, you have the zonal supervisor, like that. Like a zonal supervisor for the Philippines is His Holiness Bhakti Anugrah Janardana Swami Maharaj. So this is zonal supervisor. It's on the platform of regional body, like that. Okay. Then we have the Guru, and then we have under the science, we have temple president, we have Namata leader, or Bhakti Krishna coordinator, like that. Then you have the devotees, the congregational disciples, like that. This is organogram. So we should understand this as we proceed in this today's course. Okay. So, first of all, I want to ask a question. I want to share the question so that, please, we have to all participate. Whenever there is a class discussion, it's for everyone to participate, please. If you don't participate, then the class will become boring, you know. So let us try our best to participate in class discussion, okay? So the question is, what do you consider to be important qualities of a disciple? So if you have something to say, you unmute yourself and tell us, what do you consider to be important qualities of a disciple?
Discipline, Prabhu.
1 minute.
Okay.
Let me write. Okay. How did you say discipline?
Discipline.
Okay. Okay. Another person.
I'm very inconsistent with this, but I would say humility.
Yeah, very good. Humility. Thank you. Yeah, no answer is wrong. Please feel free to speak. Yeah, humility. Yes.
May I speak, Prabhu Kavi?
Yes,
Kuya Kavi?
please. Yes,
Ha?
you are free to speak. Please go ahead. Yes.
Sama dapat tapas at sentir gabam eba jana bigyanan sak da peacefulness, tolerance, self-control, cleanliness,
These are the
honesty.
qualities of a Brahmana. Thank you very much.
That's our
So,
quality.
yeah, of a Brahmana. So you are quoting the Bhagavad Gita, the quality of a Brahmana. So give us one so that we can write it down. Give us the English so that we write it down.
Yes, Bakir Bagabati Akinchanad Sarbair. One who has unflinching faith into the Supreme Lord possesses all the good qualities of the demigods. So
Okay,
all those
cool.
qualities of the demigods.
So which quality you want me to write down? Give us one.
Sama, peacefulness,
Peacefulness.
tolerance.
Okay, disciple must be peaceful. Okay, thank you very much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Tolerance also. Okay. Okay. Another one.
I like to try, Prabhu.
You say what?
I'd like to try.
Please try.
One qualities that is on top of my head would be
Yeah.
uh an active listener.
Active.
Listener.
Okay. So a disciple must be an active listener.
Yes. The
Oh,
reason
very
for
good.
that quality, Prabhu, sorry to interrupt,
No problem.
is that if we listen actively, then we know what's the root cause, what's the problem, what to do, what to be, what to become. But if we are passive listeners, we just miss the details that we need to do. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Thank you for the detailed explanation. Thank you. Okay. Somebody want to add something? Qualities of a disciple.
Prabhuji, I'd like to share.
Please.
Yeah, I think one of the qualities one of the important qualities a disciple must have is consistency.
Consistency. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Any other quality somebody want to match? Let us at least make up to 10. Let's give up to 10.
Can we add mindful for mindfulness?
Mindfulness. Okay. Mindfulness. Okay. Thank you very much. Disciple must be mindful. Somebody want to say something more? Yeah, Dr. Josh. Yes, unmute yourself.
Respectful.
Respectful. A disciple must be respectful. Thank you very much. Respect.
Very good.
Yeah, you say what?
I said very good to Dr. Jones.
Ah, okay, Pablo. Yeah, respectful. Okay, I want two more, please. Somebody come out with something.
Discerning, Prabhu.
You say what?
Discerning.
Discerning.
I'm going
What
to
is
type, Prabhu. Yeah.
What is discerning? Tell us the meaning of discerning?
Discerning, it means, wait.
Okay.
It means having or showing good taste and judgment. Good.
Okay, to be able to discern from good and bad.
Yes.
So tell me give me the spelling of discerning. Let me write it.
No, I just typed it on the chat window.
Okay,
Yes, just on the
let me see it. Okay, very good. Like I say, in this class, no one is wrong. Feel free to contribute. Okay, let's continue. Somebody want to say something? One last one. Who will be the last? That fortunate soul want to have the last one. Yeah, Bhakti Ali.
Hi Prabhu, Hare Krishna. I
Hare
think
Krishna.
it is commitment.
Commitment. Oh, very good one also. Okay. Okay. Commitment. Thank you very much. So what are we going to do to develop some of this quality in our own life? Especially when we take discipline. Discipline is very, very important for the disciple. Why? Because unless we are disciplined, we cannot follow the four regulating principles. Isn't it? You have to be disciplined for you to follow the four regulating principles. You have to be disciplined for you to chant your 16 rounds. Because if you are not disciplined, you cannot chant your 16 rounds. And you cannot follow regulating principle. I'm very sure that many of you are chanting your 16 rounds now. Because you're supposed to chant your 16 rounds 1 year before initiation. Means, unless you are disciplined, you cannot be able to chant 16 rounds or follow the four regulating principles. Humility. The disciple must be very humble. Why? Because if you are not humble, you cannot get the mercy of your Guru Maharaj. You will not be able to get the blessing of Guru. Humility is very, very important for a disciple. You have to be humble. Sometimes your Guru will chastise you. You know, if you are not humble, you will not be able to take the chastisement. You say, who are you to chastise me? Huh? I'm rejecting you as my Guru. Is that how a disciple will behave? No. A disciple must be very, very humble. Okay? And peacefulness. Yes. You have to be peaceful. And for you to be peaceful, you have to chant Hare Krishna mantra. Tolerance also is very, very important for a disciple. So a disciple must learn tolerance. Tolerance means even when there's provoking situation, you are not disturbed. So some devotees, they will talk to you. They will talk to you in the way you don't like. How do you react? You say, Hare Krishna Prabhu, or you say, oh, who are you to talk to me like that? And start fighting. No, it should not be like that. It should be tolerant. It should be tolerant. And somebody mentioned active listener. Yeah, when you actually, that is one of the best quality of Srila Prabhupada. The Guru Maharaj, that was the only thing that his Guru Maharaj noticed about Srila Prabhupada. He loved to listen. He never goes away, goes away, He's always sitting down listening. Even when one time when Prabhupada went to meet his Guru, and his Guru Maharaj was giving lecture, or when they're doing parikrama, and all the other disciples, they are going to see all the holy places. Prabhupada sat down there and he was listening very attentively to his Guru Maharaj. It's a very, very good quality for a disciple to listen very attentively to your Guru. When your Guru Maharaj is around, you see, you should always listen. Or you listen to his lecture. Actually, when you listen very attentively to Srimad Bhagavatam, then you become purified. I sent one quote in the group chat yesterday. If you read towards the end of that quote, you will see that Prabhupada said that one who listens attentively to Srimad Bhagavatam become purified in heart. No one who is purified in heart who will not be purified in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Means when you listen attentively to Srimad Bhagavatam, to Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it's very easy for you to be able to follow the four regulating principles to chant your round. Very, very easy. And somebody mentioned consistency. Yes, you must be consistent as a disciple. Because, Papa, you want to say something? Balaram Prabhu, I saw your hand up. You want to say something?
No. I just greeted everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, Prabhu. So, consistency, somebody mentioned consistency. Consistency is very, very important because Prabhupada said only two things we need to be attain perfection in bhakti. What are those two things? What are those two things Prabhupada mentioned? Steadiness and one other one. Who can remind us? Steadiness and somebody remind me the second one. That is consistency and sincerity. Steadiness and what? I want somebody to unmute and repeat it. Steadiness and what? Are you hearing me? Can somebody say that you are hearing me? Hi.
Yes, Prabhu, we get
Yeah. So steadiness and what?
steadiness and
Steadiness and what, Prabhu? Two things we need to attain perfection, to achieve perfection in bhakti. Steadiness and what?
steadiness and stillness.
No. I just mentioned it now. Steadiness and sincerity. What did I say?
Sincerity.
Yes. Steadiness and sincerity. You have to be sincere. You have to be sincere. And you have to be steady. Consistency. And you also, somebody mentioned mindfulness. Very, very important. When you are being mindful, you will not offend other devotees. You will not do things that will offend other devotees. You are very, very conscious. In the part of bhakti, you have to be very, very mindful. Because the part of bhakti is just like a razor hedge. Razor blade. Like today, I shaved my head. You see my head is shining. Okay? When you are shaving your head with razor, I always shave myself. I don't go to barbing salon. I don't need to spend money for that. Because there's no hair again also. The hair is, everything is removed, So when you are shaving your head, if you have any little inattentiveness, you cut yourself. So when you are shaving yourself, you have to be very, very attentive. You will not understand this if you shave yourself with blade. If you understand, only when you shave yourself, you understand what I'm saying. Or somebody is shaving you. You have to be very attentive. If you are not attentive, you will cut yourself seriously. So the same thing also on the part of bhakti. We have to always be careful of not offending other Vaishnavas. So we have to be very, very mindful. So because Vaishnava Apara is like cutting ourselves, we will lose taste in everything. We have to be very respectful. We have to be very, very respectful to everyone. Tina api suni chena taro api sayisuna. Amanina manadena hitanya sadahari. Want to chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself no than destroy in the streets. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all devoid of all false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others without expecting any respect. This is supposed to be the nature of our mind when we are engaged in bhakti. We have to be very respectful to all. And another devotee mentioned discerning. As a devotee, we have to know what is to be done and what is not to be done according to the scripture. We have to study the scripture and know what to be done and what not to be done. And we have to guide our life based on that as a disciple. Our Guru Maharaj said, don't do this, don't do that. We should do this, we should do that. You have to study the scripture for you to understand these things and follow very strictly. And commitments. You have to be commitment to Srila Prabhupada's movement. Commitment to your vows as a disciple. You are taking vows that you are going to chant 60 rounds. You have to chant 60 rounds. Very, very important. So thank you everyone for contributing to this. Let's continue to the today's topic is more about ISKCON Guru. So let's continue to that now. So now I'm going to share some of the quotes in your student handbook. 1 minute. I want us to read about the attitude of an ISKCON Guru based on Prabhupada discussion. Quotes. Can you see my screen? Okay.
There, yeah, we can see now, Prabhu.
Okay. I want to increase the font so that everybody can read. Where is the font? Can you read now? Can somebody read? You can see clearly? Is it
Yes.
clear for you to see? Okay. Okay. So in your student, this is inside your student handbook. So Srila Prabhupada saying, this statement on position of Srila Prabhupada in the GBC law book mentioned there. Okay. Service of Srila Prabhupada and not our Guru Paramparam. Those who accept the service of Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru in ISKCON are required to be exemplary in representing Srila Prabhupada teachings in their words and personal behavior. The Shiksha Guru gives spiritual instruction and inspiration on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara. The Diksha Guru gives spiritual instruction, inspiration, formal initiation, a spiritual name, and later impart the sacred Gayatri mantra to a qualified disciple as a service to Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara. Okay? Then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati upper quoting. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, at the time of his departure, requested all his disciples to form a governing body and conduct missionary activity cooperatively. He did not instruct a particular man to become a next acharya. But just after his passing away, his misleading secretaries made plans without authority to occupy the post of acharya, and they split into two factions over who the next acharya will be. Consequently, both factions were asara or useless because they had no authority, having disobeyed the order of the spiritual master. Okay? Guru and ISKCON authority instruction. This is under, like I already showed you the organogram of ISKCON. So based on that, you can understand the position of, okay? Guru and ISKCON authority. Okay, Srila Prabhupada not follow the GBC. We're going to discuss this actually. 1 minute. Let's. Any questions so far regarding what we have discussed? Just
Nothing.
want to check my notes, okay? So I'm going to give you guys assignments. I will divide it into groups. I will divide it into 2 groups. I want to give you assignment, and the assignment you don't need to submit it. You're not going to submit it, you're going to present it on this platform. So it's going to be 2 groups. Okay? It's going to be Krishna Balaram group. Krishna Balaram. Krishna and Balaram group. Okay. I'm going to read the assignment to you. Okay. So we have 8-8. We are 8-8 in the group. So what is the assignment? Let me share it to you. Let me call the name. How to share it. This. So this is the assignment. You can write it down. I'll post it in the group also. Is that okay? Okay, let me give you the group. Should I put it in the group now, or let me just call the name? So the Krishna group is Bhakta Kaloy. Please take note. We are in Krishna group, and Bhakta EJ, Bhakta Gyan, Bhakta Josh, Bhakta URL, Jagavira Prabhu, RMX, Sanandana Prabhu. You are all in Krishna group. Is that okay?
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
you take note. I hope you are taking note of your group. You are in Krishna group. Then we have Bhaktinali, Grace Balaram Prabhu. We have Bhaktin Gabi, you have Bhaktin Marj, you have Kidi, you have Omega Joel, you have Mother Nasarani. You are in Balaram group. So the Krishna group, you are going to perform a skit to show the Krishna group. You perform the skit of an appropriate way of dealing with a situation where in the instruction given by one's local authority differ from the instruction given by one's guru. Okay? Is that okay?
Got it, Prabhu.
And the second group, the Balaram group, an appropriate way of dealing with an inappropriate way of dealing with situation where the instruction is given by your local authority differ from the instruction given by one's guru. So one is appropriate, the other one is inappropriate. So you are going to act a drama for this to show us this lesson. Okay? Is that okay? Is that clear? Any question?
Okay,
No
Prabhu.
questions.
All good.
Do you take note of your groups?
Yep.
Okay. So this drama you are going to on Monday. That's when you are going to. You can record it. Somebody will be recording it when you are doing the drama. Then you come and play it to us on Monday. So you have to find time to meet and perform this drama. Then you come and play to us on Monday. The other devotees I taught before in the IDC, what they did was they video themselves acting different parts and they put the video together like that. It can be done like that also. Okay, like somebody acting different parts, then you put the video together and you come and present it. Because if we're in a classroom situation, it's easier to divide you for 20 minutes, you sit down for one side and try acting this drama like that. Preparing for this drama, something like that. Is that okay?
We got your instructions, Prabhu.
Yeah, because why we are doing this is because ISKCON is multi-authority system. So we are living in a temple where you have to follow the instruction of your temple authorities, and at the same time, your guru giving you instruction. So how to be able to balance this situation? That is what this kit is for. So for us to be able to understand this this position properly. Okay. Now let's go to the next part of our discussion today. Let us discuss briefly any question? Somebody want to ask question?
None, Prabhu.
Okay, let us
Prabhu,
discuss
I have a question, Prabhu. Can you repeat again the groupings
the grouping.
for Krishna and Balaram?
Okay, let me 1 minute. Okay, Krishna group, we have Bhakta Kaloy, Bhakta AJ, Bhakta Gyan, Bhakta Josh, Bhakta URL, Bhakta Jagavira Prabhu, and then you have RMS, you have Sanandan Prabhu, like that. Then the second group, you have Balaram, the Balaram group, you have the Balaram Prabhu, you have Bhakti Nali, you have Bhakti Gabi, you have Bhakti Marj, you have Didi, you have Omega Joy, and you have Mother Rasarani. Is that okay?
Okay, copy, Prabhu. We just wrote it. Sorry. Thank you.
Taking notes. And also, you know what to do. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. We have to
Make a
create
drama.
a little drama for the two categories that you chose.
Yes, you got it. Thank you. Okay, now let's discuss. Briefly discuss difference in teaching and activity of Shiksha Guru in Gaudiya Vaishnava, Paramparam, outside of ISKCON. Discuss the benefit of accepting Diksha and Shiksha Guru within ISKCON. So let us discuss this. Very, very important. Discuss the difference in teaching and activity of Shiksha Guru in Gaudiya Vaishnava, Paramparam, and outside of ISKCON. What is different between the Gaudiya Vaishnava outside ISKCON and ISKCON? What is the difference? Let's discuss that. Have you any of you heard about Gaudiya Vaishnava before? Or all of you are very new to that word, Gaudiya Vaishnava?
We're new one, Prabhu. I'm new.
Okay.
We're not familiar with Gaudiya, Prabhu.
Okay, very good. Very good, you're not familiar. So we're going to talk about it. Okay. Okay, now let us discuss this one now. Let us discuss the benefit of accepting Diksha and Shiksha Guru within ISKCON. What is the benefit if you accept Shiksha and Diksha Guru within ISKCON? What is the benefit of accepting Diksha and Shiksha Guru within ISKCON? Okay, let me tell you one little thing about Gaudiya Vaishnava. Gaudiya Vaishnava, we are all actually coming from we are all Gaudiya Vaishnavas. We are coming from Gaudiya Vaishnava, which is means we are all coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur started a Gaudiya Math. Okay, so Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati mission is called Gaudiya Math. When you go to India, you see so many Gaudiya Math mission. Saraswati Gaudiya Math, this Gaudiya Math, that Gaudiya Math. This was started by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada's guru. Okay, so when Prabhupada met his guru asked him to go and preach in the West. So Prabhupada took this. Before that, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur tried to instruct other disciples to preach in the West also. He sent some of them to UK. They went there. They tried to preach. They did not succeed. So they went back. Oh, Maharaj, those people, they are very fallen. They cannot understand this mission, this message. They are chandalas and milechas, this. So they will not succeed. They didn't succeed, Then Prabhupada went to America, following the instruction of his guru to preach in the West. And Prabhupada succeeded. Even before Prabhupada, before Prabhupada's success, he tried to bring some of his god brothers to join him, but they refused. They didn't give him a helping hand. So he did it alone. An old man at the age of 69 years, went to America with 40 rupees, cold country, no place to stay, has to manage with someone, Indian family. Sometimes even in the refrigerator, he has to put his food in a particular place when so many other food items are there. And after that, when he left that place, he went to another city. He has to stay with drug addicts and all the rest. So Prabhupada struggled alone to start this mission. So after Prabhupada succeeded starting this mission, he brought all his disciples to India. And all his god brothers saw the Prabhupada's success. So some of them became envious of him. So that time, the disciples, they did not know the difference between his god brother and Prabhupada. So out of sincerity, many of them went to the god brother, and they started telling the disciple of Prabhupada, they started telling Prabhupada disciples so many things. Your guru did not tell you deep philosophy, deep things. Come here, we will teach you. After that, Prabhupada became very, very strong. So, and he said, you should not go back, you should not go to my god brothers. Whatever I've taught you is enough for you to attain perfection. Okay? So Prabhupada gave strong instruction. Okay? He said, I will just read some of them, because many of them, they did not follow their guru instruction, Gaudiya Math are unable to follow the instruction to organize preaching under collective leadership. Gaudiya Math are unable to maintain intensive missionary activity all over the world. Because after Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur left, the missionary activity of Gaudiya Math, stopped. They started fighting for temple. Everybody started trying to start their own temple like that. Until when Prabhupada started ISKCON. And then the competition came to take the party of ISKCON like that. So all this thing was going on. Let me share some quotes for you in the student handbook about proper instruction. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
I want somebody to read this, Gurus Outside of ISKCON. You read it. Somebody to read.
Where, Prabhu?
So on.
Gurus outside of ISKCON. Never try to hear someone who is not in our line. Better you should stick to hearing from authorized persons, like your spiritual master or experienced God brothers. but never try to hear someone who is not in our line. It is simply a waste of time to hear and then I have to rectify the mistake. Letter
Yeah.
to Hamstula.
Absolutely. So this is proper instruction, because when you hear, then you start doing something, the proper say, difficult to rectify the mistakes. Okay, let's read this one. The next one. Somebody else.
Please avoid them. I have now issued orders that all my disciples should avoid all of my god brothers. They should not have any dealings with them, nor even correspondence, nor should they give them any of my books, or should they purchase any of their books. Neither should you visit any of their temples. Please avoid them.
Thank you. Now, Papa again gave a letter to Seswaru. Somebody else want to read?
Okay, give him prasadam. Honor him as an elder Vaishnav, but he cannot speak or lecture. So all Vaishnavas are authorities to preach Krishna consciousness, but still there are degrees of authorities. On the whole, if his Bon Maharaj motive is to suppress me and that is why he has come here, how can we receive him? He has already given one professor a wrong impression. If he may be treated as a guest, if he comes to our center, give him prasadam, honor him as an elder Vaishnav, but he cannot speak or lecture. If he wants to lecture, you can tell him that there is already another speaker scheduled. That's all.
Papa is saying how to treat his other god brothers who are not in ISKCON. Okay, they cannot come to our temples and give lecture. Okay, we have to respect them. You should respect them, but don't need to. They cannot give pressure. You treat them like a guest. You know, like that. I'm looking for a particular one. Hey, thank you very much for reading that. So let's continue. Sorry, I have to go by between my notes and the presentation. So let's go back to the PowerPoint. Let me 1 minute. Any questions so far?
None, Prabhu.
Okay. Those who accept the service of Diksha Guru or Shisha Guru in ISKCON are required to be. Can you see my screen? No, I'm not
Yes.
sharing. Can you say? Oh, I'm not sharing it. No. Let me share.
Yeah, sure, sure. There.
Can you see now?
Not yet. Okay, no.
Okay. So yeah, those Srila Prabhupada saying, those who accept the disciples service of Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru in ISKCON are required to be exemplary in representing Srila Prabhupada teaching in their words and personal behavior. We read before. The Shiksha Guru gives spiritual instruction and the inspiration on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Paramparam. Okay? The Diksha Guru gives spiritual instruction, inspiration, formal initiation, a spiritual name, a letter impart the sacred Gayatri mantra to qualify disciple as a service to Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara. Better you should stick to hearing from authorized person like our spiritual master or experienced God brother, but never try to hear someone who is not in our line. It's simply a waste of time. And here and then again, just what we have just read now. Okay. Please avoid them. Let me go.
Babuji,
Yes, bro.
what do you mean by someone who is not on our line?
Yeah, somebody who is not
Yes,
in
Prabhu.
ISKCON, like somebody who is in the Gaudiya mat, is
How
not in this
why do we say that they're not in our line? Since
because
they are
mm,
also following the parampara from Bhaktisiddhanta.
because actually what Prabhupada was trying to avoid is that many of his God brothers they started telling the disciples so many other things that are not necessary for them at that time. That is why Prabhupada was giving this strong warning. You know, these are Prabhupada's letter to his disciples. You see, all this letter we are reading. Let's read this again. 1 minute. Can you see this one, Prabhu? Let me start from beginning. This is this is about Prabhupada is giving instruction about his God brother. I have now issued order that all my disciples should avoid all my God brothers. They should not have any dealings with them or even correspondence, nor should they give them any of my books, or should they purchase any of their books. Then that 1 minute. Then that should you visit any of their temples. Please avoid them. That is what we were discussing yesterday about loyalty, Prabhu. Exclusive loyalty. This proper instruction based on that. He may be treated as a guest if he comes to our center. Give him prasadam, honor him as an elderly Vaishnava, but he cannot speak. If you want to lecture, you can tell him there's already another speaker scheduled. That is all. So these are proper instruction regarding his God brothers, how we should deal with his God brother. Okay? Here it says, if a disciple thinking himself more advanced than his spiritual master, give up his orders and act independently, he checks his own spiritual progress. Every disciple must consider himself completely unaware of science of Krishna and must always be ready to carry out the order of his spiritual master to become competent in Krishna consciousness. A disciple should always remain a fool before his spiritual master. That is what Chaitanya Prabhu said when he went to Varanasi. When all the Vedantis science, the personal finance, they say, you are a science, you're supposed to be studying the Vedanta. You're supposed to be studying the Vedanta. Why are you just chanting on the street like a madman? And Chaitanya Prabhu replied then that my Guru Maharaj saw me as a fool. And he said I should just chant this holy name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So a disciple should always remain a fool in front of his spiritual master. And this is Chaitanya Prabhu shows that perfectly. Even no matter how knowledgeable you may be, you have to be very, very humble in front of your spiritual master. If not, your spiritual progress will be checked. The Prabhupada Keja. So that is all about ISKCON gurus. Okay. Any question or comments? Prabhu, did I answer your question, Balaram Prabhu?
It's not yet clear.
Okay, put the question again. Let me try again.
Does this letter is an absolute instruction or a relative instruction? Because I heard,
okay.
because in some instances, they said that this letter was written because some of Prabhupada disciples during that time, they have interaction with these God brothers, and they got confused because of some teachings which they are not yet ready to hear. So because they are in a neophyte stage or in a beginning stage, so Prabhupada gave this kind of warning. But as time passed by, after 30 or 50 years, is this still applicable? Because we knew that some of these his disciples have taken shelter or have taken some Siksha instruction, and it is beneficial for them and other devotees from ISKCON. So whatever nectar that we could collect from others, should we discourage about these things, or what do you think about it?
Very good, Babu. What happened is that I remember one time I was traveling with my Guru Maharaj. I was traveling with my Guru Maharaj on a safari with His Holiness Japataka Swami Maharaj. So during that period, I was we were inside the Ganga Safari. We were in Ganga Safari, and we were on the Ganga for like 30 days. Traveling on Ganga, going to all the different places of pilgrimage on Ganga, Panihati, and so many other places around Calcutta, and so many other in West Bengal like that, traveling on Ganga. So I was studying a book by Kavikarnapura, Ananda Vrindavan Shampoo. So I was studying this book. So I was studying it very seriously, very seriously. So my Guru Maharaj was watching me as I was studying it. He was watching me. So at a particular time, he now asked me, he called me. When he saw how I was studying very seriously, he called me. He said, how many times have you studied Srila Prabhupada books? Bhagavad Gita, Nectar of Instruction, Sri Upanishad, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, like that. I said, Guru Maharaj, I've studied Bhagavad Gita once at that time. I've studied Nectar of Instruction one, Sri Upanishad once, and some other books like that, one. Then he told me, before you can study any other book, make sure you study Srila Prabhupada books at least 3 times. Study Srila Prabhupada books at least 3 times. Why? Because there is a danger of jumping. You see, life has a progress, has a system. If you jump the system, you will not be strong enough to withstand the less level of your stage. Like for example, before there is this before a butterfly become a butterfly, it will be inside the it will be in this one shell like that, like a caterpillar, you know, and he has to use his strength to break that shell open for him to become butterfly. If you try to help that butterfly to break that shell, then the butterfly will not have a strong wing to fly. The butterfly will not be able to fly. So you need that strength to break that shell for him to have that strength to fly. Similarly, in spiritual life, a child must learn to walk, must crawl. After crawling, learn to walk, stand up before start running. If the child does not follow this process, he may, like start standing up and he wants to start running. The child will get injury, will injure himself. Similarly, in a spiritual life, it's a gradual process. You will have to understand our founder Acharya books very strongly. Study it very scrutinizingly, at least 3 times, for us to be able to understand the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada, to be able to apply it into our life. That is why you see many devotees who have not passed through this process properly, and they want to start studying esoteric pastimes of Radha and Krishna and all these things. Then those devotees, they get themselves caught in hypocrisy. They speak big philosophy, but they cannot even control their senses. Simple controlling of the senses, they cannot follow, because they are jumping. They have not even understood the basics of Srila Rupa Goswami message. Bacho begam, Anasakuda begam, Jiva begam, Udaro Pasta begam. No. Srila Rupa Goswami started the whole process of our philosophy from Bacho begam, controlling of the senses, before he started speaking about going to Radha Kun at the end of that book, Nectar of Instruction. He was speaking about Radakon, Matura, at the end of that book. But everything begins from controlling of the senses first. Controlling of the senses, what is conducive for devotional service, what is not conducive for devotional service, chanting the holy name, understanding the three kinds of devotees, offering respect properly to different kinds of devotees, then you start talking about chanting the holy name 24 hours, then going into that mood of Radhakun and the rest. It's a gradual process. So what God has given us in his books is for us to be able to build this strength of controlling our senses first, understanding that this material world is not a place for us. So only by studying Srila Prabhupada's book we can understand this. And we have to scrutinize these studies, Srila Prabhupada. When we understand this properly and we know that we are not this body, we are able to control our senses, chant 16 rounds very attentively, then gradually we can go to those levels we are talking about. So that is why Prabhupada is telling us, giving this stern instruction, that we should follow and study his book first before any other thing. Now there's so many devotees who have translated many of these our Acharya book into English. So I've seen many devotees, they forget Prabhupada book and started reading those books. And when you come close, those devotees, they speak big philosophy, but ordinarily practicing the simple basic philosophy of Krishna consciousness, they're very far. So that is why now the ISKCON devotees are emphasizing, let's go back to the basics. Let us try to scrutinize this to understand Srila Prabhupada's book, because in Srila Prabhupada's book, Prabhupada is the Acharya for this age. Even if you go to any Gaudiya Math temple now, you will see them, they are putting Prabhupada's picture on their altar. They have recognized Prabhupada as the, as the Acharya after the Guru, after Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, because he has done what many of them have not been able to do. So we should understand this. And that is why we are encouraging other devotees that don't jump around. Focus first on studying Srila Prabhupada's books. Try to understand Srila Prabhupada's book very scrutinizedly. Study Srimad Bhagavad Gita 3 times, at least 3 times. Because when you read any book, you don't understand that book until you have studied it at least 3 times. When you read any book, whether material or spiritual, when you take your book and you read it first time, you start getting something in that book. When you read it the second time, you start connecting dots in that book. When you read it the third time, you can see the connection in that book. So as a devotee, let us scrutinize and study Srila Prabhupada's book first before reading other books. Because there's so many books to distract us now. Then we forget Srila Prabhupada books. Then we cannot understand the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada. Then we cannot be in that spirit of Srila Prabhupada. That is why you see that this preaching mission will start dying gradually. Then we go to that Bhajananandi's mood, because devotees have stopped studying Srila Prabhupada books. So those devotees who are studying Srila Prabhupada book, they're always in that spirit of Gosti and Adis, which is our mood. Okay? Is that okay, Prabhu?
Okay.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. So actually, the other 30 minutes supposed to be for the skit. And since I've given the skit for assignment, that is why now you can ask any question regarding what we have discussed so far. So if there's no any question, we may have to close early today. Okay? And make sure.
One question, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
One question.
Please go
Okay,
ahead.
so if I have Prabhu, if I have a friend that is initiated under the Gaudiya Math,
Okay.
if that friend invited me to their program, would I be chastised by ISKCON?
No.
It's
No, you will not be chastised by ISKCON. But see, let me tell you, we have to be mature before we start missing. Very, very important. We have to be mature. Let me give you an example. Where I'm living now in Taguig, Pembo. Okay. My landlady, Filipino, the husband is an army man. Okay. In the Philippines, it's an army man. So one day they invited me to their church. Say, Kazim, come, let's go to our church. Okay. So I know the philosophy they are teaching. I know what they are doing there. I said, okay, let's go. So I followed them to their church. When we got there, I was listening to the philosophy they were sharing with us. It was very good. Okay, elementary. I understand everything they are talking about. I appreciate. Then after the lecture, he took me to their pastor. I greeted the pastor. I shook hands with him. And that was it. And so I just want to, message I'm trying to pass to them is that even though I'm Hare Krishna, I still appreciate their own belief also. That's why I follow her. And after that, even though she tried to invite me again, oh, I'm very busy, at least I've already showed that I'm neutral. I'm not, what you are doing, I understand what you are doing, I appreciate what you are doing, but I'm not going after that, you understand? So we have to be very, very careful when we are associating so that we don't start getting their own philosophy. Very, very important. Papa gave us a very good example like this. If you want to associate with others, he gave a very nice story. One time, a crocodile came to the shore of the river. He has a monkey friend. So he called the monkey. Hey, monkey, my friend, how are you? Oh, fine, Mr. Crocodile. Oh, come to my house today. Crocodile is inviting the monkey. Come to my house today. Come and have lunch with me. You come and have lunch with me. And the monkey said, oh, to come and have lunch with you? Oh, very good. Let's go have lunch in your house. So the monkey jumped at the back of the crocodile. Boom. So they were going inside the river to go and have lunch in the crocodile's house. So when they got to the middle of the river, the crocodile now realized that there is no any escape route for the monkey. So he said, let me tell the monkey what we are going to do. He said, monkey, do you know what we are going to have for lunch today? The monkey said, no. We are going to have your heart for lunch. And the monkey immediately became very smart. He has to be very smart. Oh, you're going to have my heart for lunch? Why you didn't tell me? I left my heart on the tree. Oh, and his crocodile was a very foolish also animal. Oh, you left your heart on the tree. Okay, let's go and pick it because that is what we're going to have for lunch. So the crocodile brought the monkey back to the shore. I said, go and bring the heart. And the monkey jumped and went back to the tree. And the crocodile was waiting for the monkey to come back again. Oh, monkey, let's go. The monkey said, bye, I'm not going for lunch again. Thank you. You go. I'm not coming with you again. So what is the moral of this story? The moral of the story is that when we are trying to associate with other organizations, we should always leave our hearts in where we belong. Okay? We should always leave our hearts where we belong. Don't take your heart to that place, because once you take your heart there, they may eat your heart for lunch.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
So first of all, try to become very strong in Srila Prabhupada's books. Study Srila Prabhupada books very scrutinizingly. Because when you study Srila Prabhupada books very scrutinizingly, then nobody can convince you or tell you what is not. Srila Prabhupada books, they are very, very wonderful. They have made many people to become devotee. Many people. And they have saved many people from suicidal mission. There was one time a devotee was distributing books. So as he was knocking the doors to give book to someone. So he knocked a particular door, and the guy came out. He said, what do you want? Why are you knocking my door? He said, sorry, sir, we are trying to share this book with you. What should I do with the book? Oh, this book is going to help your life. So he collected that book, just saying, okay, let me try. There's no harm in trying. So 5 years after that time, this devotee was giving a testimony that 5 years before, actually he was about to commit suicide. So as he was about to commit suicide, then he had a knock on the door. Say, okay, let me go and see who is knocking the door before I end my life. And after taking that book of Srila Prabhupada, after reading it, he had a U-turn of his life. He had a hope for life again. Because these Srila Prabhupada's books, they are so wonderful. If we really study Srila Prabhupada books, you see many of our gurus, they have become pure devoted by studying Srila Prabhupada books. And they are going back to Godhead. There's no need in jumping to go and study esoteric philosophy of Radha and Krishna that we cannot even understand. We cannot even control our senses. We are struggling with, controlling our senses, our mind, the principles. What is the use of all the higher philosophy when we cannot even practice the simple philosophy? So that is why let us stick to Srila Prabhupada's books and understand Prabhupada's philosophy very scrutinizingly, because Prabhupada is our Shiksha Guru. Let us study his books very scrutinizingly and understand how to share it with others. When you study Srila Prabhupada books, you will be able to preach to others, because that is how Prabhupada has written his book. Okay? So that is it. So even when you are associating with your friend who is a Gaudiya mat, be careful so that it doesn't convert you to become Gaudiya mat. You have to be very careful, because the Gaudiya mats, they are not going to the street to make devotees. They are always looking for the aggrieved ISKCON devotee. Aggrieved ISKCON devotee. Any ISKCON devotee who has any problem, catch him. Catch him. Any ISKCON devotee who has any problem with authority, catch him. Catch him. That is their system of preaching. They are not going on the street to preach to others. They are not making any new devotee. Only the ISKCON devotees are going to the streets and struggling to make new people and converting people, helping people, saving people from all the troubles and miseries. And so they make them devotees. And these other people, they just try to crush any devotee who is having some challenges and difficulties in ISKCON. And one thing we should understand about life is that there's going to be challenges everywhere in life. There is no any perfect organization anywhere in the life. Like I said it before, I'm going to repeat it again. Once you understand the essence of everything in your organization, there's no any reason anybody can make you to leave that mission. What is the process of attaining perfection? Chanting the holy name of the Lord. Study Srila Prabhupada's books. That is the only way we can attain perfection. The organization, association with devotees is for us to be able to purify ourselves of all our narratas. As long as you are not able to tolerate other devotees, it means there's so many anarthas in your heart that you cannot deal with. Because if you are really chanting sincerely 16 rounds and studying the Srila Prabhupada literature, you will be able to understand that other devotees also, they are struggling, just like you are struggling. Then you'll be able to tolerate them. The Prabhupada say, tolerate others the way I'm tolerating you. So the more we learn to tolerate other devotees, just like husband and wife, there's no any perfect marriage anywhere in the world. There's no any perfect marriage. Everyone is tolerating each other. When you tolerate yourself to some extent, then the relationship will become sweet. There's always that peak point that is a breaking point of every relationship. But if you don't give up at that time, you work seriously to perfect your relationship with other devotees, then at that time, Krishna will help you also. then you can understand that the problem actually is not from others. The problem is from my mind. Then you start working seriously on your mind on how to really tolerate others. Because unless we learn to tolerate others, we cannot go to that spiritual world. We cannot go there. In that spiritual world, people are relating with each other very sweetly. Very sweetly. So we have to pass all those challenges of how to relate with each other in this material world. Then we are qualified to enter that spiritual realm. Okay? So be careful while associating with others so that they don't grab you.
All right, thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any other question, comments? We have 10 minutes more. If there's no any other question, then we call it a day. Actually, Yagavira Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu, your network is a little bit slow. Even though your video is not on, but the network is
can you
slow.
please simplify?
It's breaking. Or is it my network?
Okay. Please.
Yagavira Prabhu is speaking, but I cannot hear him. Oh my God.
Okay.
Can you hear him?
Can
Anybody
you
can hear
please,
Yagavira Prabhu?
what's happening?
Banay!
Haribol, you hear us? Haribol, can you hear me?
Oh, network is. We can hear you gradually now, Prabhu.
Okay. Can you please make a simple statement? Can you hear?
I can hear you gradually, Prabhu. You say what?
Can you please make a simple statement for us regarding about loyalty? No, just a simple word to make us understand about what is loyalty mean, about what is it all about.
Yeah, that is all what we have been discussing yesterday and even today also, even about the topic is, you know, we should be very loyal to Srila Prabhupada's teachings and this process he has given us. So even though Prabhupada was, I was reading the other quotes where Srila Prabhupada said we should not read other books, we should just read his own book. We should read Prabhupada's books. You know, before you can read any other books, make sure you have studied Srila Prabhupada's books at least 3 times each. Please let this be your parameter for studying any other books. If you are loyal to this instruction, you will become very strong in spiritual life. Since there's no need to jump to the end when you are not even be able to understand the simple philosophy of spiritual life. Okay, so let us study Srila Prabhupada's book scrutinizingly. Read Bhagavad Gita 3 times, minimum, at least 3 times. Read it again, and read it again. Just like the Christians, they study their Bible. They read it again and again and again and again. They study it very scrutinizingly. Let us study Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita at least 3 times. Read Nectar of Instruction at least 3 times. Sri Ishopanishad at least 3 times. Srimad Bhagavatam at least 3 times. Chaitanya Charitamrita at least 3 times. When you study these books at least 3 times, then you are loyal to Srila Prabhupada. That is loyalty. Okay? Because when we study this book at least 3 times, then we will understand, you know, the goal of life. And let me tell you one thing. Any devotee who is chanting the 16 rounds seriously and reading Srila Prabhupada's book seriously, do not see any problem in ISKCON. even though there's so many problems there will not be any reason to leave. Because you understand that Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita that material world is Dukalayam Ashashwatam, is full of troubles and problems. So there's nowhere in the world where there's no problem. There's nowhere you go where you will not find problem. Everywhere in the world. So when you are chanting your 16 rounds and you are reading Srila Prabhupada books every day, Nashta Prayeshwa Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, you are reading the books every day, studying Srimad Bhagavatam every day or Bhagavad Gita every day, and you are and you are chanting your 16 rounds. There is you will not find faults. The only fault you'll be finding is in you, because you know that you have so many faults inside. So you'll be working on yourself. So we all have so many faults that we have to work on ourselves. So you'll be putting effort in working on ourselves instead of seeing other people's faults. That is the only way to attain perfection. Okay? Thank you very much, Jagabira Prabhu, for asking that. Okay.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So that is mean that it is cost our lifetime to study Prabhupada books. That is all about loyalty.
Yes, study Srila Prabhupada books and never leave ISKCON.
Okay. Now,
yes.
All clear to me.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Yeah, okay. I get it, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah, the more you study Srila Prabhupada books, the more you become loyal to Srila Prabhupada.
Magdamit ka, Manay.
Balaram Prabhu, you say what?
Very good question by Jagadbira.
Okay, Prabhu. Eric, you want to ask? You want to ask something? You want to say something? You want to say something in Tagalog, Prabhu?
Tagalog?
Yeah.
I think everyone understands English. There's no problem.
Okay. Maybe there's something you want to share with them. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. So far.
Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. So that
okay, you take picture, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, please, everyone, at least on your video for picture. Okay, at least.
Video. Yeah, picture na. You count, Prabhu. Kaya Kabi, you count. 1.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna. Like this, eh?
Okay.
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 Okay. Jai Nishingari Bhagavani ki Jai.
Jai. Right.
Okay.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
So tomorrow
Alright, see you tomorrow, Prabhu.
So tomorrow will be Guru Padashraya. We'll be studying. We'll be talking about Guru Padashraya tomorrow. Please, you can read before the class. Read. You have the student handout. Please study it. So tomorrow we'll be talking about Guru Padashraya. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.